Dear viewers, welcome to our channel. It's good to have you here. In this video, we'll be looking at 10 symptoms of bad spark plug. For optimum performance, your engine's spark plug should be clean, with no damage to the electrodes. If there is a problem on the spark plug, if it becomes dirty or fault, it can affect how your engine runs. A bad spark plug is a plug that has become covered with different substances. For example, if it is covered with engine oil, it could be covered with raw fuel or covered with a carbon deposit, or one that has been damaged from running too hot. Driving with a bad spark plug can lead to many problems. Let's see 10 symptoms indicating bad spark plug. Number 1, lack of power. Lack of power is the first symptom driver will notice when the spark plugs are worn. Worn spark plugs will produce weak spark. Strong spark is needed to ignite the air-fuel mixture during the power stroke. But if there is a problem with the spark plugs, that will lead to weak spark, and that will cause lack of power. Second, the vehicle will struggle to accelerate. If you press down on your gas pedal and the vehicle doesn't react as quickly as usual, your spark plug could be the cause of the delayed response. A worn spark plug is no longer effective at creating the spark necessary to ignite the air-fuel mixture in the combustion chamber. One of the most obvious places you will see this lack of energy is when the car struggles to accelerate properly. So the driver will notice poor acceleration if there is a problem with the spark plugs. Number 3, engine misfire. A misfiring engine is a big sign that one or more of the spark plugs are not firing properly. A misfire may sound like a sputtering sound or feel like a sudden loss of power or violent shaking. Consistent misfiring may result in poor vehicle performance, low fuel economy, higher exhaust emissions, rough idling, and a damaged catalytic converter. Engine misfire occurs when one or more combustion chamber is not functioning fully. In this case, a severely worn spark plug will not ignite the air and fuel mixture. This will cause the fuel injectors to continue to spray into the combustion chamber and eventually fall out the spark plug. The spark plug will become wet from the fuel and can no longer ignite the fuel, leading to engine misfire. An engine that hesitates or misfires instead of running smoothly may be attributed to faulty spark plug. If the combustion process is interrupted, even for a moment, it can cause the performance of your engine to suffer. There may be other reasons why the engine misfires, like bad ignition coil or non-unproper ignition coil plug cap or inferior quality fuel. However, a misfire is often the result of at least one worn spark plug. You will notice the engine has erratic behavior. It increases in RPM, dies down, and then catches up back. You may also hear the engine pop as it loses and regains timing. When the vehicle misfires, it sends raw fuel into the exhaust, which ultimately damages the catalytic converter. Number 4, hard start. When the spark plugs are worn, it will cause hard start. The vehicle will be difficult to start. Strong spark is needed especially during startup to get the engine running. Driver will notice it may take a few attempts before the engine starts, and if the engine starts, the engine may run poorly due to weak spark, therefore leading to loss of power. Dirty, damaged, or worn out spark plugs make it difficult to deliver the spark needed to start your vehicle's engine, especially in cold weather. This may result in a jerky start or the vehicle cranking for a long time before starting. If this continues over time, it can damage your engine and it can damage your starter motor, and it can also drain your car battery. It may be particularly difficult to start your vehicle if the weather conditions are harsh. There's just not enough spark to turn the engine over. Another symptom of bad spark plug is number 5, poor gas mileage. A sudden drop in fuel economy can be traced to dirty or faulty spark plugs. If the spark plugs aren't functioning properly, it can have a negative impact on your gas mileage. When the spark plugs are working correctly, they burn fuel efficiently in your engine. If you notice you are getting less mileage per tank of gas, deteriorating spark plugs may be the cause. As spark plugs age, the space between the plug electrodes can expand or decrease. This causes the spark to not fire, or fire erratically, wasting fuel and increasing emissions. Well, nowadays most vehicles are computer controlled and are designed to run as efficient as possible while achieving good gas mileage. However, some factors such as worn spark plug can cause poor gas mileage due to the engine no longer running efficient. Worn spark plugs create extra work for your engine. In a sense, they are not able to effectively burn the fuel in the combustion chamber. You will feel the result of deteriorating plugs in your wallet as you go looking for additional fuel. Number 6, rough idling. When your spark plugs are performing as they should, your engine sounds smooth and steady. However, if you have damaged spark plug, that will cause your engine to sound rough while idling. You might also feel the vehicle vibrating. If you notice knocking or rattling noise coming from your engine, it is definitely time to get the spark plugs checked. Keep your ears open for any rattling, pinging, or knocking sound. These are another bad spark plug symptoms. If your vehicle engine is making any unusual sound or vibration while idling, your vehicle's spark plug may not be functioning properly to keep the engine running smooth. Number 7, the check engine light is turned on. Worn or failed spark plugs may trigger your check engine light. In today's cars, if the spark plug starts to fail, then the most obvious event should be the check engine light coming on or even flashing. This can cause your engine to misfire and your check engine light to pop on. A flashing engine light could mean that potentially catastrophic misfire are taking place. Number 8, when the manufacturer's set time reaches. Review your vehicle's suggested maintenance schedule to see when to replace your spark plugs. Luckily, spark plugs don't wear out very quickly. You can typically get 80,000 miles on them before they need replacing. Continuing to drive on worn out or damaged spark plugs can ultimately cause engine damage. So don't put it off. Check to see exactly what is going on. If you notice any of these symptoms, it's time to get your spark plugs checked out. So consult your vehicle's manual, and if it is time to replace the spark plugs, then replace them all. The other point, number 9, is inspection. Examine the physical condition of your vehicle's spark plugs. Examining the spark plug can give clues about what is occurring in the combustion chamber. For example, if there is a spark plug covered in black soot, that indicates rich condition. And if there is a white spark plug, that indicates lean condition. It can also tell you if the engine is running too cold or too hot. Deposits on the spark plug can tell you if there is an oil leakage or driver using poor fuel quality. And so when replacing spark plugs, make sure they are properly gapped according to the manufacturer's specification. And finally, number 10, the other reason that you need a spark plug replacement is if the spark plugs are contaminated. Contamination is a contributing factor why a spark plug may not function fully. For example, fuel, engine oil, coolant, and carbon buildup can cause contamination. For example, a leaky fuel injector can wet the spark plug. If the spark plug is wet, it's not functioning properly. Worn piston rings can allow engine oil to seep into the combustion chamber. Or bad head gasket will allow coolant to seep into the combustion chamber, contaminating the spark plugs. So these are some of the reasons that require spark plug replacement. To summarize, the 10 reasons when you need spark plug replacement. Number 1 is lack of power. Number 2 is when your vehicle struggles to accelerate. 3, when there is engine misfire. 4, when there is difficulty starting, hard start. 5, when the vehicle have poor gas mileage. And 6, when there is rough idling. Number 7, when the check engine comes on. Number 8, when the manufacturer said replacement maintenance schedule of the spark plug reaches. Number 9, when physical inspection indicates that there is something wrong with the spark plug. And finally, number 10, when the spark plugs are contaminated. So these are 10 reasons requiring replacement of spark plugs. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification so that you will be notified whenever we come up with another video. Till then, stay safe.